completely different. In your heart, you know he's right.
Do I want to tell this story or do I not want to tell this story? Let's do a game time decision. Everybody listening in their car. Should we do it? Okay. I'm going to do it. I was not going to do it. But I think I got to do the story. It is a slow news day and I got 8 news clips, so I don't have a lot. All right. So Saturday, recorded a 2.5 hour happy hour. I was feeling pretty good about myself. Been laying in the sun a little bit. Been swimming and lifting, but I don't like brag or anything. But I've been feeling pretty good about myself. And I do this thing where I can see the sunset from my front door, facing a busy road in St. Pete. So I like watching the sunset and I'll watch the moon set. So I'll lay in the sun for about an hour. Then I have the front door open and my cat's so loyal, she doesn't even try to run away. So I'm sitting there listening to I listen to old Howard Stern. I'm a radio nerd. Listen to that, the T-Man Show, Opie and Anthony, Ron and Fez, Jay Thomas, Jason Ellis, Bubba. I listen to a lot of old radio to kind of study it. And I'm on Facebook dating. And I get a message from this woman. This Southern Belle, ding dong. There's a story, my Nana, who is bipolar, when she met my principal when I graduated 5th grade, she goes, I'm a Southern Belle, ding dong. So I always say that. So this hottest 47-year-old woman hits me up and is like, I've had the longest week. Would you want to go out and get some drinks? And I'm like, sure, I would be honored. You're hot as hell. So my apartment was not messy, but I scrubbed that place down, man. Oh, did I ever? It looked brand new, and I found this spray, but sometimes it'll smell a little bit like cat, not too much, because I keep up with the litter. But naturally, when you have a cat, it smells a little bit. So, man, my place was brand new. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Pound Town. It is. So, I decided to go to Potion Portal, which is the best place for a first date. They don't have any liquor, but they got the best beer and wine, and they got kratom there and stuff. They're at 2329 28th Street North in St. Petersburg, 727-592-2658. That's 727-592-2658. And their website is thepotionportal.com. They've been open for 7 years now, and I used to live in that neighborhood, and I would walk there drunk, and my boy PJ, I saw him. I felt like such a freaking celebrity at this bar, and I'll explain in a second. So I didn't really feel like going to downtown St. Pete. Didn't feel like either paying for parking or getting an Uber. And I was like, you know what? It's so easy. It's convenient. Let me do some nostalgia and go to Potion Portal. And I need to go back there more. Okay. So I tell the girl, I'm like, hey, meet me at Potion Portal around 8. So we start talking a little bit on the phone while I'm driving there. She got a southern voice. She's cute, whatever. And this is where it gets funny. So she shows up. So first of all, when I walk in, everybody knows who I am. And I'm not bragging because I'm no celebrity. I'm Z- list. But at Potion Portal that night, you would have thought freaking TMZ was there. Mm-hmm. PJ goes, yo, Hoppe. But of course, PJ is my friend, so that doesn't count. But this guy starts talking to me. He's like, have you seen what Brent Hadley looks like? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then this guy tells me I look like Marcus Mumford and whatever. And he was really nice, but he was a Calta listener. And I was trying to not talk about Calta because I'm so sick of talking about him. Now I see why Calta gets so annoyed when people bring up Bubba. It's just like when you hear about your former bosses, you're like, enough! I don't care! I wish I'm the best. Not really. I'm doing my own thing. So all of a sudden, I'm talking to this guy and his girlfriend. They were very nice. And they were on my age. And all of a sudden, PJ goes, Ryan, look behind you. And there she is, Cindy, in all her Southern MILF glory. She was hot as hell. So we started talking. And she starts telling me about her narcissistic mom and her narcissistic childhood and about her troubled kids and blah, 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 blah. And I'm being courteous. She asked me, what do you do? I'm like, I work in radio, blah, 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 da, da, da. So she starts telling me that her first husband she was with for 20 years, they broke off, and then she had another husband who was a deacon. She was from Georgia, a small town, kind of like a Squidbillies kind of town. You get that reference if you watch Adult Swim. She's very beautiful, but she was showing me pictures of what she looked like a year ago. She was so thick. And now she's like all like Ozempic skinny. I'm like, babe, you look better before. I didn't say that. I was just thinking it. So she goes, oh, my ex died in a car crash, blah, blah, blah. And then she was very touchy. So it's kind of hot. She's like touching me a little bit. I'm rubbing her back. Because I truly care when someone says that their husband, it wasn't like I was being fake. Like when someone says their husband died in a car crash, of course I feel bad. I have empathy. I'm not a sociopath like other radio people. So she goes, I'm getting a little worked up. Dude, do you want to go outside and smoke? Sure. So PJ's like, go in the back. So we go outside. You know how that works. We start making out a little bit, but my makeout skills are average at best. When I go to Pound Town, I'm the man. When it comes to making out, I could be a little better. She was like, relax your tongue a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. So I do whatever. And she starts showing me pictures of her cat. So then this local Tampa rapper, St. Pete rapper named Jay Lightning, who I've played his music before. He's a great guy. Jay Lightning comes outside. He goes, yo, are you Ryan Hoppe? What's up, dog? Like, I've never met you. I didn't even know what you looked like, but I knew who you were. So Jay Lightning's out there chilling with us after I made out with her for a little bit. And so was this rapper named Keandre Cohen. I want to get his rapper name so I can promote it. K-E-D-R-E, The Truth. Keydre The Truth. And Jay Bolts were outside and we're talking. And Jay Bolt had a wife. And Jay Bolt was like, his wife was talking to my date, or whatever. Things are going well. You know, puff, puff, pass. Everything's great. I feel on top of the world. I like getting recognized in public, but sometimes I'm a little shy. And I'm like, you know what? It's kind of awkward because I don't want to be asked about my Celta every single day of my life. But it's fine. But here's what happened. All of a sudden, she goes, and right when I'm about to say this, you're going to know what happened. She goes, excuse me, Ryan, I have to go to the ladies' room. And I go, okay. So then Jay Bolt's girlfriend also goes inside. So I'm thinking they're just having girl talk. Well, I start talking to Jay Bolt and D-Dre The Truth about just music, Tampa rap, blah, blah, blah. I won't say what I said there because I was a little, but I'm talking about stuff. I'm sure you can figure out what I'm talking about. And all of a sudden, I'm like, you know when you're talking to somebody and you're like, wow, it's been a few minutes since I've seen that person. So I go inside and PJ comes out and as I'm about to go inside, PJ comes out and I go, PJ, have you seen Cindy? PJ goes, oh yeah, Ryan, I don't want to tell you this, but she left about 20 minutes ago. I go, what do you mean she left 20 minutes ago? She goes, well, she was freaking out a little bit about your age difference and whatnot. And the plan was she had to pick up her son from his job at 11 o'clock, and then she's going to come over to my apartment and then arrive and park. I get it. So I'm thinking, even though she told PJ that she lost interest and she told PJ that the age difference was freaking her out, which usually doesn't happen. Usually older women love me. All of a sudden, I call her. I'm like thinking maybe she'll still come to my apartment and then park. And literally, she doesn't pick up. I'm like, huh. So then I'm like, kind of like, well, this is kind of embarrassing. So I cash out and I told PJ to put her drinks on my tab because I was trying to be the man. And he goes, so I go inside. I'm getting worked up thinking about this because it was a waste of my time. I literally could have chilled on my cab for 4 hours. On a Saturday night, I told PJ, I told him earlier, like, put her drinks on my tab. So when I went inside, I said, what's the tab? And he's like, oh, yeah, she left some money for tips, but I told her 4 times that you put her drinks on your tab, and I offered for her to pay for it before she left, but she didn't want to. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only did your favorite radio host known as Ryan Hoppe, that sounds narcissistic, not only did I get ghosted, not only did she ditch me, but she left me. Now, listen, this is not me talking bad about the drinks at Potion Portal. The drinks are 10 out of 10. I think I'm going to go on every first date there. It's great. You don't have to deal with the busyness of St. Pete. You can park in and out. But I got a Sun Cruiser and I got a Mitra. I was trying to budget a little bit. Of course, she gets the $9 orange lager. 2 of them. Now, is $30 not that bad? No. But I cash out, whatever. She leaves me with the bill. So then I am at the red light on 38th Avenue. And before I texted her when I was leaving, I was like, I still thought maybe I had a chance. I was like, hey, meet me at my apartment at 11:30. And I sent my address. And I go on Facebook dating and the profile is not there. So I click on the last notification and it's like, this person has unmatched with you. So I got ghosted. Others.
Casper the friendly ghost, friendliest ghost you know.
Sure.
Though grown-ups might look at him with fright, the children all love him so. He always says hello.
I got it.
And he's really glad to meet you, wherever he may go. He's kind to every living creature. Grown-ups don't understand, but children love him the most.
Oh, yeah.
But kids all know that he loves them so. Casper the friendly ghost.
I got ghosted, guys.
Casper the friendly ghost.
He won't ghost on me.
Ghost you know.
If I had a daughter, I'd want Casper to date him.
The children all
Casper's a good guy.
He always says hello. And he's really glad to meet you.
Oh, sure.
Wherever he may go. He's kind to every living creature.
All right, damn. So that's how my show anyway. Hope yours was better. Hey.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Don't worry, Fresno. Happy Hour will be right back.